Coach, whenever you're ready, if you want to preview this upcoming week, and then we'll open it up for questions.
All right, really excited about next two opponents. Great opportunities ahead of us with Vanderbilt being first. Well-coached team that has been through a lot of ebbs and flows due to injuries, but they've been playing extremely hard, and in my opinion, they've been getting better every time they step out on the floor. It's just great to be 2-0, but we can't even bask in that for too long. Kind of just got to focus on this next slate. As a program, we look at things in 4-game pods, and so we have 2 more in this pod. And in a perfect world, we'll always like to go undefeated. But worst case, we'll take a 2-2 situation as we try to put ourselves in a position to go to the tournament again because of the work we've done in the non-conference. But we're taking it 1 game at a time. I know that sounds cliche, but we really mean it. Vanderbilt up, and we're excited about having a good crowd and playing a complete game.
What does it mean to go 2-0? Obviously, the 2-0 part, but for this team, you're still trying to get to playing its best basketball. Confidence-wise, what does this start mean?
It means a lot. I was talking to Madeline and those, and I think the last time we went 2-0 was 2007. There's something about 2007. It was 2007. So, I'm not one of those that, I try to celebrate the wins when we get them. I'm not one of those that want to wait until the end of the season. And no, 2-0, that was great. I really, praise our team for going up into Starkville. That's a lot of really talented players that went up in there and didn't win, including some of mine, Shakira and those guys, but Armenti, all of them, and I knew it was big when I heard from Kara Ross, Van Chancellor, everybody was hitting me up. I knew it was a big win. So, and like you said, we're just getting started. Offensively, we still have our woes, but now we're starting to focus on that now that we feel like our defense is in a good place. So hopefully you see that improve.
There's news this week that maybe the NCAA is taking another step toward potentially expanding the tournament.
Yeah.
I'm curious whether that's something you would like to see happen and how that would impact this program.
Well, I guess, I don't really have a thought on it because I hadn't thought too much about it, but if it's going to get us in, I'm all for it. I really don't know. I try to coach basketball and let the people that make the decisions. But if they were to ask me, it's like college football, right? I really love the 4 teams, but how mad would it be if 4 more would be in there? So I think both can be good as long as it's growing the game and giving more teams exposure. I'm all for it.
February's kind of been where you wanted to hang your hat, say that's what we need to play our best.
Sure.
But how that y'all got through December and started January, you feel you're on schedule, slightly ahead, or how do you feel about this?
I think we're on schedule. I think we're right where we need to be. Defensively, we're figuring out some things. Offensively, as a team, identity-wise, we are really, our girls are like, oh, maybe we can be pretty special, And that's good because first you have to believe it, and then you have to put in the work to kind of see it through. We knew going on the road at Mississippi State would be tough, and the fans were out, and it was a great basketball environment. And so we felt like we had a good crowd, fan base versus Auburn. And so we're just going to continue to build and continue to grow and continue to make steps. Now, a lot of that has to do with how your conference schedule is too. I don't think Mississippi State was a quad 1. So we hadn't had a quad 1 game yet. I think that'll come in the 2nd or 3rd of our 4-game series as we look at it. So this is perfect for us to be able to play teams that are even, so to speak, and be able to come out with victories.
got last year now to kind of fall back on. How do you kind of handle now that you're in January,
Yeah.
the tournament talk and just how do you, having last year, go about that?
Yeah, it's different because this year it's a situation where it's a different team. Last year we had never experienced it. And I remember saying in the locker room, I said, how many of you been to the tournament? And, we have about 20 people in the locker room, staff and everybody. And it was like 3 of us. This year, we only have 2 people that hadn't been in the whole locker room. A freshman, and obviously she just couldn't, and then one of our transfers. Everybody else has played all the way up to the Elite Eight, with Maya. So that's huge for us as far as experience is concerned. So there's no need to make it a secret. Last year, we didn't even tell our team about the 4-game pods until we got close. I think we had lost 3 games, and we needed to get them to focus because to people, to outside, it looked like, we lost 3 games, but not to us. It was like we lost 2 in one pod and we lost 1 in another pod. So we were fine, and so we had to educate them on this. This year, we're going straight in. Hey, these are our pods. And, Vandy and A&M allow us to finish out this pod. So we're focused on them, and then we'll start another pod. And so, and our team wants to go to the tournament. Once you get there, you want to get back. So it's no secret that's what they want, and I'm excited about this group and helping them get there.
Maddie said that Maya's kind of y'all's quarterback, or
Yeah.
y'all's team mom or something.
Yeah.
But having her here, does that kind of help replace just that experience and leadership that you lost in Shakira, maybe?
Yeah, I think a lot of things have helped. Again, the experience. Angel has been to the NCAA tournament 3 times out of her 4 years. All of Maddie Snutter, they have all experienced it. Maya's ultra experience. Everybody in the locker room, has had that experience. I think that has helped. Maya is definitely our quarterback. She's the one that makes us go. I don't think people understood the pressure she was under with even the Auburn game. That Johnny, the head coach, was her coach at Mississippi State when she was there. And then to go back in the gym, I told her, I was joking with her, I'm like, dude, you're undefeated in this gym. Whether you're against me or with me, you're undefeated. And so that's a lot of pressure for someone her age. She was met with boos and chairs, and so her resiliency and her toughness is what takes us to another level. But I can tell you this, I'm starting to see Maddie, Angel, Snutter, who's been incredibly consistent. I'm starting to see them kind of take ownership in this year and this process, Team 48, and it's really cool to watch.
I'm curious. That 4-game pod, that seems pretty unique.
Yeah.
Why do you feel like that works for you, and how did you start that?
Because head coaches, we usually have short-term goals and long-term memory. So for us, it's like, I started it last year. My video guy, Buck, know that I can get incredibly anxious, and I have, right now, I got 20 tabs open in my head, And so the 4-game allows me to close some of those tabs down and say, okay, you could focus on 4. And we started it last year because we wanted to get to the tournament, and I think we went into conference play, we went in 12-1. So we felt like if we can win 8 games in conference, we're in. and we play 16 games. So if you win 2 every 4, that's 8. and so it really helps us relax, and it really helps us key in as a staff. And so we got 2. So right now it's like a relief. And obviously we want to win tomorrow, but if we didn't, it wouldn't be the end of the world. Because as far as we're concerned, we took care of business on the front end. We also know that if we can win this game tomorrow, man, that makes up for maybe a fall somewhere else where maybe our pod has multiple quad 1 teams in there. So it's just, I don't know, when you're a coach, you try to find ways to like keep it small and keep it focused, and we look at every game as a championship game. We want to go 1-0, but the 4-game pod allows us to look a little bit ahead, but still focus.
On to the Vanderbilt matchup. Sorry to kind of switch topics
Yeah.
here, but they have the second highest score in the SEC, and Kasha Harpison coming to town. What do you like from her on film, and how are you been at the guard her?
Yeah, I mean, she's shifty. We tried to recruit her. I drove to St. Louis to get that kid, and so this is a beef. No, it's not. But she's pretty talented. She can score in multiple ways, and we like that. We had a young lady come in from Southern Miss that averaged 29 points. I think we held her to like 6, and so we're gonna accept the challenge, and really focus on trying to make it incredibly hard for her to score. Now, I think if you're a scorer, you're going to score. So our job is to make it hard for her to do it. Just like with Jessica Carter, you can't stop those kids. I don't think people can stop Angel, but they can definitely try to make it difficult for her.
Any other questions for Coach? Great,
Thank
thanks everyone.
you.
Thanks.
What do you think about the expansion? I don't like it. Tell why?
I think because you lose out on some of the drama of the regular
Do you
season.
now?
Yeah, because the drama moves down.
It
Now the
does.
drama's among the
Yeah.
worst teams.
Yeah.
Rather than
True.
It's a big leap from 64 to 90.
Yeah.
Like, that's a big.
Oh, that's the
They're
lead.
saying 90.
Yeah, 90.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. I didn't know that. I thought it was like 70 or something.
It's like a whole extra weekend, basically.
But what's the reason for it?